Okay. You're doing okay.
So how's it going, my Comic Chat Army? We're here today with Evan Quiring, right?
Yes.
The creator of Murder City Devil and Lucha Mysteries?
Yeah, Lucha Mystery. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, how you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing fine on this Saturday morning. Yeah, just great. Just working on Murder City Devil 2 and working on a cover for another Scattered Comics fellow creator for a book called Mary and Max right now for a fellow Scattered creator, Keith Carmona. Hi, Keith.
So is Scattered Comics your imprint?
No, actually, Scattered Comics is from Sacramento, California. It's run by Jason Doobie and run by Noel Serrato, and it's essentially like a collective. Myself, there's others like there's Eli, there's Keith Carmona, Eli Beard, who does a comic called Actionland and Alien 101, and then Keith Carmona does a series called Mary and Max. So it's a bunch of, I guess, artists and writers, or artists and writers in my case, basically printing up or doing their own books under one imprint run by Jason Doobie. So they're, based out of Sacramento. So you should talk to him. He's good.
All right.
Yeah.
Does he do distribution? Like, can people request Murder City Devil in their comic shops?
Okay, well, the thing is, through Scattered, they kind of do distribution throughout Sacramento. I kind of do my own distribution. I am actually currently getting my books distributed through Liberty Distributors out of Michigan. So they're going to put books into like Murder City Devil and Lucha Mystery into stores in the U.S. Probably within the next month or so. So I got that. As for Canada right now, basically I'm distributing it through like stores in my own city in Winnipeg. But the book is printed up in by Studio Comics Press in Kitchener, Ontario, and that is by a gentleman named Alfonso. And you can go to the site. It's kind of like Indie Planet in Florida, or the site. If you go to Indie Planet, you can order my books. If you go to Studio Comics Press, you can order the books there if you're in Canada. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Comic-Cons. Are you attending any Comic-Cons right now?
No, not really. I'm gonna wait out, and also because like Winnipeg right now doesn't have any because like middle of winter. And also, like we're just I might attend the Winnipeg Comic-Con, which is in October. Depending how things go, I might go to Stockton Con in Stockton, California, later this year. But it depends. I don't know. Like it's playing it by ear kind of thing. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. So, but as soon as it happens, I'll let you know.
Okay. And right there behind you, is that the storyboard for issue 2?
Well, this actually it is the original artwork for Lucha Mystery 1, 2, 3, some for Murder City Devil, and I got some pinups and covers. It's just I just needed to put something up on my wall, so I was like, well, I got these pages, these original art pages, which I also sell, by the way. So it's like various published pages or stuff. Oh, and the cover to Lucha Mystery 4, which might come out sometime this year, but I'm not sure when. So yeah.
Do you self-fund, or do you Indiegogo or Kickstarter?
Yeah, I originally self-funded, which is why the books took forever to go, because I do the writing and drawing, I do lettering, I basically do everything except the coloring, and coloring is handled by Diego Vasquez, that does just hold up the book for Murder City Devil. I don't know how good the lighting is there. I apologize. Okay, you got that? All right, and then this one's colored by Donovan Yasek, who lives in Winnipeg. This one's by Diego Vasquez, who lives in Mexico City. He's also colors Lucha Mystery.
That is a homage, isn't it? That one?
Oh, probably. Yeah, I can't recall. There's so many, like, especially in the corner boxes, like Marvel Comics and DC, they always put like little heads in the corner and stuff like that. I actually got mine from hold on, I'll show you where I got my idea from. Let's see, I got this from magnet at San Diego Comic-Con like 2002. So I kind of wanted to do as like a Lucha Libre magnet. So I kind of wanted to, I was always like, oh, I should do a cover like that because I kind of in this issue of Lucha Mystery, there's like a serial killer and he's starting to like kill the luchadors and steal their masks and stuff like that. So that's and I got to do issue 4 because it kind of reveals like who the killer is and stuff like that. So that's yeah, but yeah, sorry. Okay, what was the what was the question? I go on tangents like this.
So with Luchador Mystery, is it a self-contained story or is it
yeah,
each
it's
issue?
well, it's a series. I was going to originally back when I wrote this in like 2004. Well, I started writing in 2000, published Los Luchadores Misteriosos in 2010, and then was like, okay, first of all, no one can say that title. It's not catchy, and I was like, change it to. So I rewrote it, redrew it, split the first issue into 2 issues because there was just originally it was like a 30-page book, like 32 pages, something insane like that. So I kind of redid it because I was like, I really got to edit this thing. So I kind of rewrote it, redrew it, and yeah, it'll have like there just like Murder City Devil, there will be an end to it. So I'm probably going to be shooting for like Murder City Devil's just going to be 8-issue series and that's it. You know, and that's it. I might do another one, but depending what the thing is. Lucha Mystery, I'll at least have about 12 issues, but whether or not that actually gets finished, depending on like interest and whatnot. I'm definitely going to have issue 4, probably 5 and 6 for sure. But we'll see. In terms of self-financing, yeah, I do my own financing. I did a Kickstarter just recently for Murder City Devil, and it turned out really good, actually.
It's
yeah.
a good book.
Thank you. I did. I had never done a Kickstarter before, and it turned out, yeah, really good for me. And it financed enough that I can do Murder City Devil too. So that'll be out. I'm looking for trying to have that out for March or April. So, and then yeah, and then I'll do when that's ready. I'll do a Kickstarter for issue 3 and 4. You know what I mean? Until I get the whole thing done. Hopefully, people will dig it and like it, and yeah, hopefully the 8-issue series will be done, and then that's a life goal accomplished right there. Yeah.
I hope issue 2 has more of the Murder City Devil in it because number 1, you got to see like little spurts and like little teasers.
Yep. Oh yeah. I did that. It's sort of because it's based on the I don't know if you ever heard this. There was like this urban myth legend character called Springheel Jack in the 1900s in Britain. Yeah, right, in London. And apparently it was like, I thought when I was a kid I had read about it in a book, and I thought it was like an actual real thing or something, you know, like some boogeyman or something. Because I was like, this is the 80s, so I'm like 8 years old. I'm like, oh, is this real? And then I found out due to the internet that there's actually there was things called penny dreadfuls, which were kind of like comics, but like little novels you'd read with illustrations and stuff. And they had this character Springheel Jack, which just could have easily been one of the first comic book characters, one of the first adventure serialized characters, right? And so when I was a kid, I was always kind of fascinated by that. And then I did some like mini comics in the 90s that I sold at like record stores and stuff. And you know, just like photocopy comics and stuff, black and white. And I had like I was going to introduce a villain, but I never got around to it, called Springheel Jack. And then eventually, as I started writing Murder City Devil, which was actually going to be a different character, but then I decided to make Springheel Jack like the protagonist as opposed to the antagonist, and then just it all just sort of went from there. So I've been like, I was sort of toying with the story idea for about 20 years at least, and then really got seriously into it probably within the last 10 years. And then I drew the cover actually in 2017 with the intention of having it go. And because I was also doing Lucha Mystery, because I had like, oh, what book do I do first? And then like, you know, I did 3 issues of Lucha Mystery, but I was really wanting to do something different because Lucha Mystery is totally different from Murder City Devil in terms of style, in terms of feel, storytelling. Like this series is more like PG-13, and this one's more like NC-17. So, you know,
I would say, yeah. Yeah, I would say 17.
I wouldn't. I'd feel really uncomfortable having like a 10 or 11-year-old reading it. Yeah. Parental discretion is advised. This I think most. I mean, I wouldn't let like young kids read this, like really little kids, because probably wouldn't get it anyways. But I don't know. I'm not a parent, so I don't know what kids think, but anymore, or maybe they can handle it. I don't know. But yeah, with this one, definitely discretion's advised. There's no nudity. Yes, there is swearing. I try to edit it. I just was like writing it in terms of like that's how I guess I watched way too many. I'd rewatched a little too much Tarantino films. So,
Yes.
but it's I also did for like in terms of characterization. If they're gangsters, guaranteed they're going to be talking like that. Yeah.
I'm trying to show them where you blocked it out.
Yeah, well, see, that's why the NC-17 rating I gave myself, because I didn't want to actually have the swear words, and you know what I mean? Like, so I kind of did like a self-censor kind of thing. But I mean, it's, you know what, I don't know. I was just trying something, whatever. I thought it worked. I don't know.
I absolutely love Murder City Devil. We got to get Lucha Mystery so we can review that.
Mm-hmm.
Will the two ever cross over, or will there ever be Easter eggs in one book to the other?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, if you in Murder City Devil, if you go to it's like a public reading. If you go to where he the scene where the convict is out and he's watching Lucha Mystery on Netflix or whatever. If you see it, yeah, that's actually like a scene on the TV. I kind of have it. That's actually a panel.
I see it.
Yeah. So yeah, might as well. And I just wrote it as if what a criminal lowlife would think. So it's actually, this is actually what he's watching is, the Space Queen of Aurora, and
Nice.
her zombie horde is turning on her. So that was the panel. And yeah, so in the world of Murder City Devil, Lucha Mystery is like a comic and a series, and there's like a movie, and I'll actually have like the main character Sparks like wear a Ray Diablo mask, I think in issue 3, because it's Halloween at the time. So it's like, yeah. So yeah, they kind of cross over, but it's like in what's the word? And I'm sure someone's going to be screaming it right now, but yeah, there's like a crossover, but in a different type of plane of reality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Social medias. Where can people get the up-to-date news about what you got going on?
Yeah, the old world of Facebook. I do the updates. I'm on Instagram under Cyclone Studios, so that's kind of my own like imprint. Cyclone Studios. I'm not a publisher, but I'm just my own. It's basically my living room.
Yeah.
And just me. Just doing my comics. So yeah, Cyclone Studios. That's PSYCLONE_studios. So Cyclone. Yeah, just on Instagram for now. I got to get a Twitter account, but it's again doing the books. I work full-time like day job, and then just trying to find sleep and exercise in between, just other stuff. And also the fact is, like, I do a lot of commission work and stuff like that. So like I said, I'm doing a cover for Keith Carmona for Mary and Max. So that also takes up a lot of time, So.
Are you accepting commissions right now?
How do I put it this way? Pinups, covers, yes. Yeah, I'm just gonna say pinups and covers. That's about all I have time for, because originally I was gonna do stories, but it takes like, if you do comics, you gotta really, for me, I really like focus in on the storytelling and really, try to have it as operatic as possible and evoke some emotions and stuff. So yeah, I won't be doing sequentials for commissions or doing any comics. But yeah, pinups and covers, yeah, I can do that. So yeah.
Where can they find you at? You're either.
You could right now just probably best bet is to get a hold of me on Facebook, just Evan Quiring, EVANQUIRING, or Cyclone Studios on Instagram. It's probably the best way to get a hold of me. Yeah, so I have a YouTube channel just like Evan Quiring right now, which has all the trailers and stuff for my comics, but And then the odd video of me like inking some panels and stuff like that. But I update it not a lot, so it's because it's like, okay, well, and the thing is also I won't really promote stuff until the book is pretty much printed, so that's why I don't do a Kickstarter. I won't do a Kickstarter now with issue 2 because it's like still in the rough pencils phase right now, and I don't want to say like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it. Like, no, it's it's like the book's printed, here you go, get it, so I
And
can't.
see, I think that's really cool that you do that, because a lot of people are like, hey, I need to run this Kickstarter so I can finish the book, and you might get it by the end of the year.
Yeah, no, I'm more like you'll get it in about 2 months max time, probably sooner. I just because again, I do the writing, drawing, lettering, and like I do everything except like the colors. So, and it's because Diego's an amazing colorist, and he just knocks it out of the park every single time. Like if you look at how he lights stuff up, it's just beautiful. So yeah, I couldn't have done it without him. Like he makes the book really sing. So yeah.
Does he color it like traditional, or does he color it digital?
Digital with Photoshop, yeah. So that's so Murder City Devil. All my comic books are like half, I guess like half analog, half digital. Like I do the pencils and inks like on artboard, with this thing, a pencil and
One of those.
Yeah, right. And well, see, the thing is, a lot of folks were saying, why don't you just do digital art? It's like, but I can sell the original art, and plus, if I have another art show coming up in Winnipeg in 2023, so good to gives me plenty of time to have new stuff. Then I can have like an art show, I have stuff to display. And then so in terms of that, like so the pencils and inks are done, by hand, analog, and then the lettering and coloring is done digitally. So it's kind of like a half, joint effort kind of thing. So yeah.
I mean, I think it looks good with what you got going on here.
Thank you.
Out of issue 1, do you have a favorite page? Yeah.
Oh, good question. Do I have a favorite page? Oh, that's your favorite page?
No, I was just showing him a page.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see. Do I have a favorite page? I don't know. Well, some pages turned out better than I thought originally. Like, I don't know if you see page 5 where Sparks is in the funeral home and he takes a wrong turn and he ends up in this like satanic shrine and sees like this corpse of this person. Like,
yeah, I love that you put I think it's called a Baphomet.
Baphomet. Yeah.
I love that you actually did it correctly.
Oh, thanks. I threw in, like, that's another thing with this book. There's a lot of Easter eggs. I was actually debating whether to have like a little contest, like see which Easter eggs you can point out and then, win an original piece of art or something. I don't know. I'm still thinking about that idea. What I had, there was, I just, I like how, of course this one turned out pretty good too.
That's my favorite right there.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you. That turned out a little better than I thought. I just, because I try now not to like, I'll take a look at it, at the art, and just be like, okay, does this look good? And also you got to like look at the clock too, or the calendar, saying, okay, I got to get this done at some point. So it's, I was really bad for like not finishing stuff back in like 20s and 30s. Like I'd be like, no, I'll redraw it. You just got to do it. You know what I mean? Do it as best you can and let it go, because it's comics, it's periodicals. There's more coming. So, if you can't get one page perfect, at least you can get 5 looking half decent, like that, or 10 looking half decent. I don't know. I kind of like all of the. I kind of like. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty. I try to make every comic every comic I do as like better as the best thing I'm doing, kind of thing. I don't really. I can tell you that I tell this story a lot. Okay, so on the first page, where Sparks is in 1996 going on a dare into this funeral home, this old abandoned funeral home. So where he goes to the door and he sees all these crucifix stickers. So this was actually based on a real experience I had. So in '96, so I was like 20. Yeah, 20. I was living in a part of Winnipeg called Scotia Street, and by this street, there's this like old cemetery, this old church, right? Like from probably late 1800s, if not earlier. Anyway, so there's a house by there, and then my friend Rich and I think our girlfriends at the time, we were walking by, you know, being young people, like, he's like, hey, that house is abandoned. So it's like, oh, let's go in, right?
Yeah.
You know. So then, and we were also bored, and so we go in. I go up to the door, and nowhere to, like, seriously, I found all these stickers of crucifixes. I don't know if you can see that, of crucifixes like on the door. Like, so there's a door with like a window, glass window pane, right? And it's like closed, there's a curtain. And I like, I'm not religious or superstitious, but something just instinctive.
Right.
And I'm just like, that is so weird. It's just like these little stickers that you find at like a Christian bookstore or something like that, like put on there. And it's just like, and I'm just like, okay. And then so my friend Richards goes in and he walks in, because I'm thinking, okay, there might be raccoons in there or something, or he might fall or get cut or something by a floorboard nail or something. So he goes in, he's like, there's nothing in there. It's just like furniture with like blankets on them or whatever, just nothing, right? But for some reason, that just kind of stopped me and always stuck with me. And I'm like, so I kind of like put that in there, just that feeling of, it was just weird. It was so weird. So that was the thing. So I have like some again, just like writing some personal experiences in the book. I really like true crime. Liked I don't know, Unsolved Mysteries from the 80s with like Robert Stack. That was like a favorite show of mine, because they had like dealt with like, homicides and unsolved mysteries and missing people, UFOs, ghosts, and all that good stuff. Although I can assure you there will be no Sasquatch in this series. Sorry.
All right. I appreciate you taking the time to come talk with us today. Is there anything you want to say before we go?
Yeah, sorry, I kind of rant and
it's perfect. That's what.
I apologize. Yeah, if folks can just contact me on Facebook, Instagram, if they have any questions, concerns, complaints, what have you. So you can get this at indieplanet.com and order print on demand, or if it's not at your like comic shop, and if it is, just ask if they have it, because my distributor, Liberty Distribution, may just bring it to your store. Or you can go to Studio Comics Press if you're in Canada and order it like print on demand. Just keep look me up on Evan Quiring on Facebook, and and like I always post like what's happening, with any kind of new stuff. I'll do it that, like, eventually I'm gonna build a website and have all that kind of stuff. So I'm slowly building, building my little empire.
Okay.
So
thank you, Evan.
Yeah, thanks so much, Cody. Appreciate it.